Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Lori Candlelover. I wanted to do a quick review for you of Finland and China for the World Travelers collection from Goose Creek. These of course are 3-wick, 14.5 ounce soy blends. So Finland, we have snowy citrus, woodland sage, red apple, fluffy snow, magical spruce, white sandalwood. Normally I wouldn't like things like sandalwood and sage, but I actually really like this one. It reminds me of a cross between a little bit of like the Romania Carpathian forest and Ireland, the green moss. Now it's not as slightly sweet as Ireland or citrusy, but it's also not as, I want to say potent, but like pungent as Romania Carpathian forest. But it has that greenery. It has the slight floral with the kind of the outdoorsy woodsiness, but it's not the same with either one of those. So if you could take both of those and put them together, it might be really similar to Finland, this magical Lapland, because it reminds me, it has some citrus in it and it has woodland. I don't get the red apple. I don't know what fluffy snow is. Maybe that's kind of like the outdoorsy freshness, cleanness of it, but I don't get any sweetness from apple unless it's like the tart green apple peel or something, because it doesn't smell like apple to me. But it does smell good, and it's kind of out of my comfort zone when it comes to like scent notes, because I used to not really like any of like the really green or floral or sandalwoody ones, and this one is pretty strong, but I actually like it, so I'm actually glad that I got it. I wanted to get more for my Travelers collections that I have been trying to just melt a little bit and not really burn, so I can keep them in my collection and just have it. But I do like Finland Magical Lapland. I like the scent, and it's definitely a different type of candle that I normally get. I usually get bakery. That's my favorite, but I'm branching out and trying new things. Plus, I wanted to add to my Travelers collection. So I'm really glad I got this one because it's very different, but it's interesting, and it actually smells pretty good, and it's got a good throw. So that one's worth checking out, especially if you're adding to your Travelers collection. So then we have China, and I really love the label, the Great Wall of China. I lived in Hong Kong for like a year and a half, and yeah, I have family, someone that is from Hong Kong too. So I was hoping that China would turn out good, and I actually was waiting for this one to come out, and I'm glad they came out with it. And I looked up why they chose honey, because I didn't know that China actually produces 25% of the world's honey, but they do. So that makes sense that they would choose honey, and I'm glad they did because it turned out great. It's honey, but it's a sweet honey, vanilla, and spring blooms. So if you could imagine what like clover honey smells like, with a little bit like the sweetness of the honey with a little bit of that florally note, but the vanilla tones down the notes that sometimes make the honey candles smell a little bit like urine, kind of, especially on cold. I think that vanilla and the blooms tone that down. So you don't get that in this one, not for me anyway. I just get like an authentic like clover honey scent, and it's actually got a pretty decent throw, and I could smell it pretty well melting it with my candle lamp. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I think this one turned out great. I love the label. It's very vibrant colors, and I'm glad I got it. So yeah, so that's my take on Finland and China, the magical Lapland and sweet honey. So yeah, if you're interested in these two and they sound good to you, try them out. Get them for your Travelers collection, because it's definitely worth it for me. I'm glad I got these and I could add them to my collection, and they smell really good to me. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, my little doggy wants in. And leave any questions or comments if you have any. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.